Rolling. Rolling. Good afternoon, Mr. Osho.
Yo.
How you doing, sir?
I'm well. I'm alive.
You feeling about?
Yeah, I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm alive. So of course I'm winning.
What I find interesting is that, you know, from the last interview, a lot's happened.
Yes.
But I don't think a lot of it's been noted publicly.
Yeah, of course.
By a lot of people what's been happening over the past, was it 18 months?
Yes. Yeah, it's been about 8 months, isn't it? Yeah.
So we're going to fill us in. Do you want to fill us in what's been happening?
Fill you in. So, yeah, just got back from New York like last week, which was an interesting experience to say the least. New York's it's an intense place. But yeah, I just went out there to do a couple shows. First week, did a couple gigs at a place called the New Recon Perks Cafe, which was really lovely. And then I actually spent most of my time there playing on the subways, actually, in the trains, and it's weird, like how their network exists. It's like it's almost like two different worlds. You've got the world above ground, and then there's this subway network of people, and everyone's got a different story to tell there. So many gifted people as well. In fact, there's probably more gifted people underground, literally underground, than above ground in New York. Like, that was cool. I went to Canada for a bit. I went down to Atlanta and Washington, Orlando. Yeah, just did a bit of like replenishing, regenerating. Still in the same space, in the same process. But I think it's healthy as not just as musicians, but as people just generally, to keep things as cyclic as possible. Like, life is not linear, creativity is not linear. And so I think if you want to get the best out of yourself, you need to allow things to take a full cycle. So after spending intense periods constantly putting out, being on that conveyor belt and being a commodity for a long time, and again, I'm not gunning that. I said that in my last interview actually. I think, you know, everything you do and every time you take advantage of your strengths, you exploit yourself. So I don't think exploitation is the issue. That's part of the process of sharing what you create. But for there to be something to exploit, for there to be something for people to partake in, I think there's you got to take time to regenerate and put stuff into yourself, and detach yourself from your identity. Sometimes it's a healthy thing. So I've just been doing that really, and playing music, writing music, yeah. And obviously I just put out road signs before I went to New York when I was.
Picking up what you said before about sometimes with music, you just make a song, you want to play it.
Yeah.
It should just be almost that seamless, and also the point before you about being a commodity. Do you feel that when you are a commodity that you should have almost a level of rights to also determine how you exploit it as that commodity?
That's a good question. Yes and no. I think I have this conversation with my friends a lot actually, like that do music, and especially when you're in the industry, like, you can really believe that because you are a commodity and you're to a greater or lesser extent, to some people, like a luminary, people go to you for your opinion. People, like even this situation, there's an element of narcissism in what we do, and we kind of have to admit that. And so we also believe we have these real high ideals of how the world should be. And I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's like, it's part of a journey, it's part of who we are. But there's a balance there. Like, that isn't the reality of it. There's a massive part of who we are is the world around us, and so we have to accept, when exposing ourselves to the world around us, they're gonna want to feel a sense of ownership. They're gonna want to feel a sense of involvement and input into how your ideas are expressed and how they're manifested, how they're received. And I think that's the constant battle, really, is how can I stay true to myself but not be opaque, not be rigid. You want to be open, because we have as much to learn from the outside world as I have to offer. And so I think there should be a certain amount of freedom, but I think freedom also entails responsibility, and I think there's a responsibility to the people that invest time into. And I don't just mean your audience or your consumers buy your music. I mean everyone around you.